Hello, my YouTube Grandbabies. It's good to see you. Smokescreen7 asks me to make a video about being polite, respectful, using good manners. Dormakia asks for a video about the proper way men should treat women, like opening doors and how to talk to them. Smokescreen and Dormaka, your requests cover a lot of territory, and talking about manners will take more than one video. I'm saving your questions, and I'll talk more about manners at another time. Today, I'm talking about basic courtesy in modern society. It is surprising how many people are never taught how to be courteous. Courteous behavior is behaving in a way that considers others and their feelings. Courtesy is a form of loving others. A courteous person occasionally is rude, usually by accident, but then apologizes for that discourtesy. Rude behavior usually results from selfishness and not caring about others and their feelings. But sometimes it happens because of a lack of awareness of what is going on around them. Excessively rude behavior usually occurs when one takes pleasure in abusing others, but it can also occur because of selfishness or thoughtlessness. Some people choose to be rude because it establishes them as the dominant person in an abusive relationship. Personally, I recommend not associating with people who are often excessively rude. Here are some of the most basic requirements for courteous behavior around others. Cell phone use. Courteous behavior is to turn the ringer off when you are in a gathering of people. If it is necessary to receive calls, set the phone to vibrate and leave the room to take calls privately. Rude behavior is having your cell phone ring during a gathering of people, such as during a meeting, a movie, church, school, or public place of relaxation like a restaurant. Extremely rude behavior is having your cell phone ring multiple times during a gathering of people. Cursing. Cursing is never courteous. Cursing softly to yourself is rude behavior. Cursing loudly around others is extremely rude behavior. Personal prayer in public places other than church. Courteous behavior is thinking prayers to God. Rude behavior is praying by speaking softly to yourself. Extremely rude behavior is praying by speaking loudly. Phone call volume. Courteous behavior is speaking softly into the handset's microphone, respecting others around you. Rude behavior is speaking loudly on the phone or not monitoring your speaking volume when others are around you. Extremely rude behavior is bringing an active phone call into a room with others and then speaking loudly. Profanity. The use of profanity, verbally or in gestures, is never courteous. It is rude to use profanity softly to yourself. It is extremely rude to use profanity loudly around others. Talking to oneself in public. Courteous behavior is thinking to yourself and not vocalizing the words. Rude behavior is speaking softly to yourself. Extremely rude behavior is speaking loudly to yourself. Airborne substances. When smoking or using aerosol sprays, such as perfume, courteous behavior is receiving consent from everyone nearby before using these things and abiding by the wishes of those who say no. Rude behavior is not asking if it's okay and modestly using the product. Excessively rude behavior is not asking and excessive use of the product, or asking, not receiving consent, and using it anyway. Being on time. Courteous behavior is to arrive promptly or slightly early. Rude behavior is arriving late by accident or on time but not ready for the activity. Extremely rude behavior is arriving late intentionally or repeatedly or often not being ready for the activity. Natural body functions. Courteous behavior is to keep one's natural body functions private and not draw the attention of others to them. Rude behavior is speaking to others about one's natural body functions. Extremely rude behavior is performing one's natural body functions in front of others. Violence. The use of violence is never courteous, but it is acceptable to use minimum force to protect yourself. Rude behavior is being violent, except in protective acts. Excessively rude behavior is being violent and hurting others, except in protective acts. Consideration of other people. There is a simple way to judge whether your behavior is courteous or rude. Courteous behavior involves being considerate of other people who are around you. It is rude to behave as though you are the only one in any space that contains others. Now, all my grandbabies, Grandma wants to know, would you rather only be able to whisper or only be able to shout? Leave an answer below to let me know. Remember, you can ask Grandma anything. If you ask in a comment to an Ask Grandma video or on the channel page, I might answer in a video. But if you ask in a personal message, my answer will be private. See you soon.